Come take a tour with Florida master naturalist Charlie Corbeil as he captures beautiful wildlife in the Viera Wetlands.
These wetlands, I came here about a year after they were built in 2001. When I first moved here, a field trip came out here and I learned that what was here and what they had here, so I've been coming back here ever since. A lot of people come here for sunrise and sunsets because the light is nice that time of the day. The birds are more active in the morning and in the evening. They're either flying back to roost at night or leaving the roost in the morning, so there's a lot of birds flying around. A lot of photographers come here to take flight shots. Here, a lot of the Florida photographers will tell you that this is probably one of the best places in Florida to shoot birds. And the wildlife keeps changing with the seasons and with the day. Every single day is different here. We have otter, river otter here. And sometimes I see them right around here. They hang out. And sometimes there's so many of them you can see a trail along the edge of the pond where they walk. And we have raccoons. I've seen bobcats here. The best time of the year, it starts with the fall migration, late November, December. In January and February is probably the peak breeding season. I try to catch these birds in their breeding plumage. We call it nuptial plumage. They get all of their brightest colors. The color of their skin changes, the color of their beak changes. The environmental pluses for a place like this are, this is a waste treatment plant here that treats wastewater from the county. These wetlands have added a third stage of purification to the water, so the water leaving here is much cleaner than it was before the wetlands were constructed. And all of this water is recycled. A lot of families come with kids. They ride around these roads. There's over 3 miles of roads here that they can drive on and look at the wildlife. And they get to see a lot of these birds up close. The birds have gotten used to the cars driving along these berms, and you can't get that close to birds anywhere else in Florida. I do a couple things here. I do offer guide service. People that come from out of state or out of the country don't want to spend a lot of time learning the place. It takes a few days to learn a new spot. I'll bring them to the birds and where the good spots are that day, because being here every day, I know where the action is in what spots, and I don't have to spend a lot of time looking around for stuff. Working with Southern Photo, do some field classes out here. And, they aren't limited to age. The young people seem to really like it and get into it. And, some of those people were into macro photography with the flowers. And we have a lot of wildflowers here, so there's something for everybody here. A lot of them live here in town and don't even know it's here. And once they find it, I see them coming back and keep showing up again. It would be really a good place for young people to come and learn photography, because there's a lot of subject matter here and close by, and they can get fairly decent pictures with inexpensive cameras. They don't need big lenses like I have to get good pictures, because the wildlife is so close to them. I've done some foreign travel. I've traveled to the Galapagos Islands, which every photographer wants to go to. We spent 5 days on a boat around the Galapagos. There's some deep whistling ducks. And then we spent a week in the jungles in Ecuador. We were canoed in by the natives and dug out canoes and lived with the natives in the jungle for 4 or 5 days. That was really neat. I don't actively market my pictures. This is a hobby, not a business. And I figured as long as if I started to get into business and pushing this stuff, then it wouldn't be a hobby anymore. And I worked long enough, now it's time to play.
For VieraVoice.com, I'm Jack Sampson.